Hello guys, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. So my name is Ayotunde Adesina. I'm a music producer, I'm a sound engineer. So guys, welcome again. So we've talking lately about realization of the church media vision. We've broken it down into different stages, and we're in the last stage. We're in the last stage where we'll be talking about training and management. After we've decided that okay, we want to meet with all these people, the technical people, and the administrative people, with the pastors and all these people, and we've set up a system. There is no way you're going to invest so much in an asset without putting into consideration how to manage it. When you buy a car, people say car is a liability. In its form, in a way, it's an asset, but you have to maintain it. You get what I'm saying? In a way, a car is still an asset because it helps you in a way. Though you are spending on it, it helps you anything that has, but it's not really. But a car is you shall get the ideology. So there's no way you will want to invest in sound or you want to upgrade your sound without thinking about pouring into the hands and heart of the people that will be managing these things. There are a lot of ways in which you can use to encourage all these people by passing on information, passing on knowledge to these people, and not necessarily from the church, because most times it's the experience outside that really helps the church team members. So what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say here is that every team member needs to be trained. Most people in your team, in the sound team or media team, most of them are volunteers. Most of them, 70 to 80% of them, are mostly not technical people in that field. So you have to encourage them by training so that they can perform better. Because if the church wants to grow, if the people don't grow with the church will not grow, because the church had the people. You can imagine an organization that the head is the one doing all the work, and he or she has staffs, but because the staffs don't know what to do, they don't know how to do it, it will be like a lone ranger. At the end of the day, it's going to wear out. But if you have been training them and they know what to do, your work will be reduced, because you are going to be able to spread it. So this one will do that one will do this one. So you don't have to. Your worries are going to be reduced. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to give you instances of what we can relate to. In order for the church to grow to the level you want it to be, you have to pour into these people, train them, because you cannot invest so much, plan and not help them to perform better, because there's no way these people. Because let me be realistic with you. A person like me might be like, okay, I might want to go and train myself somewhere, and I'll use the knowledge in church. But you're going to see 1 out of 100 of me in church, in most churches. So most of the higher percentage of the people in the church are volunteers. So you need to train them on the job, not general sound knowledge, because it will become boring to them. It's people like me that it makes sense to. So if you want to teach them, you don't want to teach them what is sound, what is acoustics. Yeah, they need those basic knowledge, but you have to look at what is the problem that the church is actually facing. Show them how they can tackle it and how they can tackle future problems. This will encourage them, because it is what they are doing. It's a different case if they do it for a living. They don't do it for a living. They only come to church on a Sunday or midweek services to come and man the sound or to come and manage the sound. So you need to train them from time to time. You don't leave it to them to do, because if you leave it to them to do, that means you are just gambling. You are taking a very big gamble. Because there's no how anybody can give you what you don't give. You can't get what you don't sow. You can't reap what you don't sow. You want success, you want good, you have to pour into it. You have to do something about it. So there's no way a vision of the church is going to grow without educating the people, without bringing the people along, without leveling them up. And how do you level them up? Education, training, managing these people rightly. So I know there's always quarrel between this and that. When there is proper structure, somebody cannot come and start saying this, another person not come and start saying that. That's why I said training and management. So when there's structure, there will be proper. You will know who to talk to. You cannot just start coming from the field and say and and start shouting at somebody, you know that there's protocol. There's going to be somebody from the choir that will represent them. So the person will come and lodge complaints. So not everybody will just be running to and fro. One drummer will come, he will say the kick is not good. Another drummer will come, he will say the thumb is not good. The first drummer will say that he didn't say the thumb. So that confusion will not be there. That confusion will not be there. So there needs to be proper structure. And when there's structure, you will know how to manage the communication barrier between all these units. So like I said again, let me recap again before we sleep in this video. What I'm saying basically is that you need to train these people. You need to equip them with the knowledge they need to perform to the level that which you want them to. If you don't pour into them, then you should not expect much from them. I'm not saying they won't give you their best, but their best will not, most times is never enough. If I say I'm giving you my best, you should have an high expectancy. But if a regular guy is giving you your best, you should not expect too much from them, because most times they don't really know much about the job. When you bring a doctor to a sound, or you bring an electrician to a sound, or you bring a mechanic person to a sound unit, or you bring a barista, you won't get the results you want. But you have to level them up. You got to scale them up. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do all these things, or else you will just complain today, complain tomorrow. The same mistake they made yesterday, they'll make it today, because they don't understand some things that they need to be trained. And another way you can do this is, if you know that you can't afford to be doing trainings from time to time, and you want a very fast growth in your team, I'm going to drop this tip for you. You can just get a paid sound engineer, a professional paid sound engineer for 2 years, contract of 2 years. He will be working in the church, and as he's working in the church, he's training the team member in the church. So as he's training them, they are developing. So between a year and in between this 1 and 2 years, by the time you have spent 2 years, anybody that cannot still do this thing, then something is wrong. Because we don't go complex to churches where we don't go complex to units where you know that the people are not technical people. So you just design a sound system that is easily is user friendly. So it will be easy for them to learn and pass this knowledge. So once there's a structure for that, the next generation of workers coming will still fall into that, and they will still grow. So it's going to be a continuous process. It's not going to end at wherever they are taught. So if you teach this once, by the time the next set is coming, the ones that will be impacting that same knowledge. So there's going to be a consistent level of results. That is what I mean. So you have to make sure that you level them up, train them. Some people might be like, if we train someone, it might leave. It is God we are all doing all these things for, not man. So if we said that we want to spend money to train people, it is not, your reward is not from, okay, he trained me, so to be loyal to me. Your reward comes from God. Because all of us as workers, and even as general overseers, all we are doing is God's work. So if you are afraid of, if I pursue this person might lead, this person might go, then we are worried about the wrong thing. We that are coming to serve, we are not serving to come and collect money. We are expecting blessings from God. So if we all have that perspective, then most of us should not be afraid to invest into these people for the purpose of the work of God. So guys, it's just as simple as that. If I it seems as if I threw stone at your glass house, it might be no. But sometimes the Bible says the truth shall set you free. You get it. If you don't get it, you know what to do. So guys, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. You guys have been amazing. I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayotunde Adesina. I want you guys to drop your comments. Let me know your view on this. I might be wrong. You know, human beings, we are it's possible we make mistakes. I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, you can correct me. I'm open to correction. I want to learn. Like I said, I want to learn. So any additions, any subtraction, I'm open to it. So guys, thank you very much. Stay blessed and be on the lookout for the next video. The next topic we'll be talking about. It's going to be coming to you very soon. I love you guys. Stay safe. Bye.